Hi everybody, Natasha Koch here with the Van City Home Team Live Scoop. What day is it? Happy Tuesday, everybody. I haven't been live for a little while because I had family from out of town last week, so I had been playing tour guide for the week. So now I'm back to work, and my son just asked me if I'm putting on my glasses so that I can look smarter. Apparently I look smarter, I guess. Anyway, hi Kimber, how are you? So today we're going to talk about, and we've actually talked about this topic before, but the first time buyer incentive program. So it's actually coming into effect. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how it works because I think there's a lot of people out there that may not have all the information or know whether or not it's really going to be a benefit. Hi, Loretta. So it's kicking off actually September 2nd. And it's an incentive program where the government has put in place a matching down payment program. So basically, hi Duncan, basically what's going to be happening is for resale properties or properties that have already been lived in, not new properties, the government is going to match 5% of your down payment. If you're going to buy a new home, which when I tell you a little bit further may not be possible in our market, they'll put as much as 10% down. So the cool thing about the program is that there's no ongoing payment requirements. So if you don't have enough money to put down on a property, to put 5% down on a conventional mortgage, you don't have to repay that loan until 25 years, which is generally the amortization period of a mortgage. Or when you sell the home, you would actually have to pay it then, of course. So there's no interest on bearing on that account as far as what you borrow. So, I mean, I guess that would be a benefit when you are wanting, you just don't have enough for your down payment to buy a property, then obviously the matching of the 5% would be helpful. Now, what the government also says is that they will kind of go alongside you with the increase. Yes, there is, and I will tell you that in just 1 second. Good question. Thanks, Duncan. So basically, the government becomes your buying partner in this case. So they're with you on whether or not the property depreciates or appreciates. Now, I don't know the fine print on that as far as whether or not they profit on the appreciation. I know that they're willing to take responsibility on the depreciation. Although if anybody has followed the real estate market, we haven't seen a lot of depreciation, even though in the past little while we've seen some numbers decline. On average, over a 25-year span, I don't think we're likely going to see a depreciation. So basically, the key issue still is going to be qualifying. So as I'm sure that many of you are aware, or if you've gone through the process of trying to pre-qualify for a mortgage, there's been some stringent changes that have been difficult for people to qualify. So with this particular process, you do have to have some criteria, and one of those is you need to make more, or your family needs to make less than $120,000 a year. Sorry, not more, less. So this program is really appealing to the middle class, and there is some limitations. So let's talk about those because Duncan had asked. You do have a limit basically of $400,000 purchase, and I'll tell you why that is. So let's say you make $100,000 in income, your minimum down payment of 5%. So typically you would qualify for a mortgage of about $479,000. The reason why is because when you qualify for a conventional mortgage, basically they qualify you at about 4.5 to 5.5% times your income for your qualifying amount that you can buy. But with this particular program, they will only allow you to qualify for 4 times that. So with the incentive program, which I'll explain in a minute, obviously it drops. So conventional mortgage at 4.5 to 5.5% times your income, you would qualify at $100,000 income for $479,888. is the number. So monthly mortgage payment of about $2,265. With the incentive program, that drops from the qualifying amount of $479,888 to $404,858. Now, I think I said earlier that that it's maxed out at 400. I think I'm mistaken on that. I believe it's actually, I'm not exactly sure. I think it's up to 450. At any rate, 404 versus 479 is a big difference as far as what you would qualify for. So, as I'm sure many of you are aware, our market in the Greater Vancouver area, there is not a lot of things that you can buy. So this will probably force people to be looking outside of their areas and maybe not buying the type of property that they would necessarily want. It'll probably help areas like Calgary, Montreal, or Edmonton, where their price point is a little bit more affordable. And so really, is it going to be an incentive for those that are trying to get into the market in the Greater Vancouver area? Maybe not. What it's called is a profit and loss share with the government. So, you know, when it comes to sell, we really want to check into the fine print of how the government gains on that loan, because essentially it is a loan, regardless of the fact that you don't need to make any interest payments. Another benefit, because I don't want to talk about only the negatives, is that you don't have to make any payments, of course, for the full 25 years, but you do when it comes time to sell. So, so could this help you? I mean, really, the person that you want to consult, I mean, real estate agents obviously know a little bit about this incentive program as I'm sharing it with you. Mortgage brokers know a lot more, and I've been receiving a lot of information about it lately in order for us to sort of spike and help, you know, promote buying. My fear, and this is only my opinion, of course, is that it will be a temporary boost in the market, and it's not going to alleviate the bigger problem. So, you know, whether our tax dollars are being spent wisely on funding the loans, or, you know, the money towards people getting into the market, you know, is that really going to be beneficial in the long term? So that's really the question you need to ask yourself. If you need any other information, or you want to be pointed in the direction of a mortgage broker that can help you, send me a private message, and I'm happy to forward along a couple of people that I use and recommend, and you can further ask them. Hopefully you found this informative. I'm learning also as we go. So as I know some information, I'm happy to share it with you, and we'll see you on Thursday for the Van City Scoop. Talk to you soon. Bye.